Palliative care is an incredibly important area of medicine, but beyond that, it goes to the importance of our teachings within Islam and the fact that we as human beings have to care for other members of society. So, from that perspective, it's incredibly valuable to ensure that we do the best for all members of society.
Care, compassionate care, but not just end of life care.
For me, this type of a seminar was very, very essential. Probably because in one instance, I am from a care perspective. I come across a lot of our community members who go through a lot of difficulties when they are in a situation where one of their loved ones is in hospital or whatever. So there are a lot of learning curves to attending this type of seminars that you pick up, and then it will assist you in helping our own community members.
It is a need that each and every member of our community should, be aware and should educate himself so he can serve, the community better.
So, inshallah, we'll continue to support our patients and whoever needs our help, wherever they are.
Well, that's a given in most all religion, that we will take care of the people close to us, especially when they're reaching to old age, And so if they have even medical challenges, then to take care of them, to make the last stage of their life easier, is an important issue from Islamic point of view. I think the main issue is that, with the medical advancement, there are many different scenarios coming up. People are living longer, but not that easy from the health-wise. And so they should be aware of what's going on and what are the decisions that they have to make. And this is what I'm emphasizing, that these issues should be discussed on an ongoing basis, So the individuals and the people around them, the family, should know their duty when the time comes.
I think there are 2-3 words we need to be very importantly practicing, not just practicing, but also applying and also empowering others. Number 1, you use the word compassion. Number 2 is empathy. But number 3, have the patience to work with the patients. Number 4, have the courage, because it's a difficult task to look after patients who are dying. It really creates a lot of emotions in us. How do we do that? And when we talk about compassion, how important is that? And empathy, how important is that? I think the most important fundamental principle is all human beings want to be treated in the best possible way. But that's their value. So to me, the simple tool is treat others like you want to be treated. And if you want to have compassion, I think we have got biggest inspiration to say we are the manifestation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which will have Rahim. Rahman Rahim. And basically that Rahim, if we have compassion we can't bring in ourselves, we are doomed for failure. Not just in faith perspective, but it's a karma which goes down, because people do pick up on, and healthcare professionals do pick up on what we are behaving and how we are exuding our performance to other people, and they actually reflect back to us. So this becomes extremely important tool to use towards the end of life.
I think the biggest myth I've been asked about or told about is that palliative care doesn't matter, whereas actually in fact it's one of the most important areas of medicine, because whilst we focus a lot on how we can help people, help them to live longer and help them to prevent diseases, what we remember most about our loved ones is their last moments. And often if we are able to support them, if we're able to meet their needs, if we help them end their life in a way that is very comfortable, we look after them, their needs are met, we have enduring memories of them that are happy, that are peaceful, and ultimately that means we feel good as practitioners, as people, and as family members. I think the most inspiring thing really is the fact that we are talking about taboo subjects that haven't been discussed for a while, maybe once or twice in the past, but haven't really been looked at from a roadmap perspective and looking at how we can now address these, bring them to the community and champion them and support people who are going through them, because we know so many of our community members around the world are going through this, and hopefully inshallah this can be the start of addressing many other issues. Palliative care is a fundamental of medicine. It's part of the journey of supporting patients and families from cradle to the grave, but specifically focusing on that last moment or the last few years of their life to make sure they have all of their needs met from an Islamic perspective as well as a personal perspective, and of course making sure that we give them the dignity, the respect and the honor they deserve in the last moments.
What is your expectation for today?
So I have worked for Hujjat Seniors, God knows how many years, I think over 20 years now. So palliative care at the moment, my father-in-law, he wasn't well and he was admitted to hospital. He lives with me, he's 95. And the main carer was me, just so that I can get more information about what the role Islamically, what palliative is Islamic point of view. And Maulana Rizvi was coming, so that attracted me more to the seminar. Mm-hmm. And I'm also interested in going to visit the senior ladies, because I know them from beforehand. They don't come to the group gatherings now. And I'd like to, time permitting, go and visit them as well. So then at least if I know something, I might guide somewhere or signpost them to. Well, to clarify what palliative care really is, because to me it was end-of-life care, and I learned something completely different, which has really helped.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mubarak Mamdani, Chairman Funeral Services in the ISIG of Toronto. So I'm trying to find out more about the Sharia, what the Sharia says about the assisted death, whether we are allowed to turn off the machines or not. And the expectation is that what we should be doing is looking at the whole of the community to come up with this worldwide guidelines to what should be done and what should not be done. So I'm expecting something to come out of this and then take it forward. And we, inshallah, if it works, then we can also have a similar initiative in Toronto.
Lots, in a way, lots, because first I wasn't very sure, but palliative care has been very, very dear to me, because I used to run a home and obviously I had to come across a lot of the care, especially from the Islamic point of view as well as from non-Islamic point of view. So this session is the first one I've been on palliative care, and I think it's a very, very important subject in our life. And well, I'm glad that it has happened, but I wish there were more before when I was running in the home. But yes, we are thankful, very, very helpful if it were, but thankfully it's happening, which is very good.
I think I've just come here to just learn anything, because palliative care is something that's quite new for me as a concept. So I just came here to be curious, to learn. So my expectation was just to learn anything new that I, on this subject.
Peleton Shukiada Karamangu Chabadi, organisateur ke a eklu abad seminar comme બનાવ્યા છે આખા દિવસમાં પાલિએટિવ કેર બારામાં અને એક્સપેક્ટેશન તો વધારે એ હતું કે વધારે જાણવાનું મળે કે ઇસ્લામિક રૂલ્સ બારામાં કે જ્યારે આપણી જિંદગી અંતમાં આવે છે અને જ્યારે આવા ઇશ્યુઝ બને છે તો ત્યારે આપણે શું પગલું લેવું ખપે છે. તો એના બારામાં વધારે જાણવાનું મળે છે અને અલ્હમ્દુલિલ્લાહ. થેન્ક યુ વેરી મચ.
Just to sort of open up discussions on palliative care, get some advice from the Sharia point of view, how to have the discussions and how to take care of the family and the patient at that time of a very difficult time for everyone.
What is your biggest learning been so far from this event?
There's been quite a few actually, but I think for me it's the fact that something that the doctor said that the Sayyid said actually that your body is your is your business, but it's, you know, also Allah's business, right? So that bit really kind of really sat with me, that at the end of the day that the body is the amanat. And I love the fact that we're talking about a subject where you're in partnership with God, and it's really interesting. And for me, the other thing that really stood up for me was the advanced care planning, the fact that we need to do things for our future and think about the future. That for me was also quite a bit of a breakthrough.
I think one main take home for me was that there is need for further discussion on this, and inshallah I hope to work with the other champions to facilitate that discussion. And one thing that I'll be taking back to Essex Jamaat is the importance of a lasting power of attorney. That's something that I think has potential to have a lot of benefit, and so I'm hopefully going to be promoting that message within my local community, inshallah.
Goodness me, definitely what the doctor said, that it is a whole social care and how the whole community should be involved way before its end of life. And because I am I'm a dementia ambassador with the Alzheimer's Society, and I'm always trying within the community to promote this care for people with dementia. We need to help them now. So to me, that was so enlightening.
I've picked some good couple of information specifically about communication, how it is vital to communicate with the family, with the person who is ill, the neighbors, and etc. So the key for me today was so far is communication.
So there's been many challenges and successes from the amazing Palliative Care CPD event from today. So some of the challenges are being able to reconcile between the Western beliefs and education systems on modern medicine, and how that then fits with our belief system on death, end of life, and palliative care. But in terms of the successes, the speakers have been amazing, and there's been some really insightful questions and discussions where we've been able to educate ourselves on many different topics. So it's been amazing for all those that have attended.
So like it was mentioned, I feel, now I'm talking about from experience, I feel that the patient needs time, which none of us have these days, unfortunately, but they need time, because I have watched and how a word takes longer to process in the brain. So they need time rather than we just hurrying it up and all that. So they really need a listening ear. Yeah. Because the medical is there anyway. They don't need all that part. They need compassion. They need somebody who will sit there, listen to them,
be with them.
And you know, because like they say, loneliness is a big issue, right? Be it now, today I learned that being ill, there's loneliness within, even though you have support. Now that I've never thought of, but yeah.
It's quite profound, because even though people around you may understand and want to be there for you, but they're not the one going through it.
I can relate to that, because I myself went through an illness, and I mean, I never thought of it like that, but it really hit the target.
Yeah, the reception has been fantastic. I mean, it's been an incredible seminar with insights from experts on the palliative care side as well as the religious side, and therefore we have really got some of the best input and information we can have, coupled with a really lively, engaged audience. And I think a lot of the issues are being addressed, a lot of answers are being given in an area that doesn't always have black and white answers. So I think it's been a really fruitful discussion, and inshallah it continues, and this is the first step on the roadmap to us really being able to engage as a community with this topic.
To be very honest, I'm very impressed with Alhamdulillah, with CoEJ has taken this initiative of this CPD day, which is very much needed in our community.
Well, this is good to see, especially the number of participants who came from the medical side as well as those who deal with the issues on a community basis. That was something. It was a good opportunity, I think, for both segments to get together and see the perspective of the other.
I feel that there has been a lot of interactions. There is a mixture of a lot of professionals, some that I knew, but then there are a lot that I don't know, and I have made connections with them, which is very important within a community.
It's been a fantastic event, mashallah. Really, really well needed initiative to stimulate these discussions in our communities.
Over here, I found there are people, those who are representative of different Jamaat, and inshallah, I hope each and every one of us will carry this message and impart what we have learned from here.